Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this spiral structure. You can make it for sleeve, you can decide to make it for your full dress, and you can decide to use it to design your desired style anyhow you want it. So I'm going to be showing you in details of how I make this step by step. So if this is what you are looking for, continue watching this tutorial with me. So for this tutorial, this is what I use. I use organza material. You can decide to use organdy material. There's a lot of material that you can use, but here I use an organza material. So without wasting much of our time, let's get into the tutorial right now. So here is my organza material that I use for this tutorial. This is it with me right here. With me here, I have this organza material that I bought. I bought 2 yards, I think. I bought 2 yards of the organza material, and this is my what is it called? This is my fishing line. This fishing line with me, I use 1 mm. That is what I use for this tutorial. I will advise you to use this 1 mm, or if you can find a thicker one, you can use it as well. So now, here's my fabric like I said. So for this fabric now, I already fold it into, I just fold my 2 yards of fabric into 2, and I'm going to be using the full length of the fabric. I fold it into 2, then I refold it again. Anyway, 2 yards of 2 yards of organza material. So the length I'm going to be using, that's what I'm trying to measure out here. I'm going to be using the length measurement of 40. I'll be using the length measurement of 40. Then I want to measure the breadth for you. The length measurement of 40. Then the breadth of, I'll be using the breadth measurement of, here I just measure 60. Then I want to measure the remaining one. So I have 69, sorry. I have 69. So I'm going to, because I want to use the length of 40. So that's why I cut out the remaining one. So I use the length of 40 by the full length of the organza. The full length of the organza is 69. The breadth 40, the length of 69, and the breadth of 40. That is what I use, because I use the full length of the organza material. So what I'm going to do first now is I'm going to take it to the machine and fold all the edges, the both side, the edge of this organza. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to fold the edge before we commence with this. So here is the edges of the organza. Just 2 edges. You need to fold the left and the right edge. You don't need to fold the upper part, no, because that's where you're going to be starting your fishing line. You understand? So that's the first thing I'm doing here. I first fold the edge of the, this is it, can you see? This is it. So the next thing you are going to do now is, depending on how full you want it to be, like this style you are watching on the screen right now, the one you're just seeing on the screen, this pink one is very, very deep. Like it's very, very close. So I think they use half of an inch to sew it. It's very, very close. But this is my own now. I want to use a ½ inch and quarter to sew it. So that's what I'm going to be using all through. I'm going to be sewing it one after the other till I finish sewing all the, and you don't forget that the breadth is 40 by 69. 69 is the full length of the organza material. So I use 40 by 69. Just measure the breadth of your organza. Depending on what you are making anyway, you might not be making the same thing I make. You can decide to use, depending on what you are making, you can decide to use 30 by the full length, or you can reduce the full length if what you are making is not that long. You understand? So this is how you are going to continue. I don't know what happened to my machine that the thread is cutting here and there. So you are going to continue sewing it one after the other till you sew it finish. You understand? Till you sew it finish. So after you sew it finish, then we will now proceed to the next level. You understand? I'm still going to so if today is the first time of watching my channel, you are welcome. And if you are a return subscriber, you are welcome as well. If today is the first time of watching my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I posted a new tutorial. And don't forget to like this video so that YouTube will be able to push this video to the right audience, so that the right people will be able to watch the tutorial. Thanks so much for doing that. God bless you. So this is how you are going to continue doing it, and make sure that you cut all your thread. All the thread, make sure that you cut it away so that your work will be so neat. So just imagine doing this one after the other till you sew everything finish. So after sewing everything, this is what I have. Can you see? After sewing everything, the thing is not straight again. Like the breadth, you can see is scallopy like this. By the time I'm done sewing it, it's not straight again. So I have to trim it off. I'm going to trim that place that is not straight. I'm going to trim it off. And this is it. Can you see? This is the full length of the organza material. The down part is a little bit okay, but I'm still going to trim off both sides. I'm going to trim it off. And don't forget that I said I use 1.00 mm of this fishing line. That is what I use. I bought it for 3,000 naira in Lagos. The roll, I bought it for 3,000 naira in Lagos, depending on what you are making. For this particular one that I make, I think I almost finish it safe. I almost finished that row for this one that I make. So like I said, I'm going to trim off this place so that it will be equal. So after trimming it off, the next thing we are going to do now is to start inserting our fishing line inside all these holes, one after the other. You will start inserting this one after the other inside the hole. So what I did when I was inserting this is that by the time I finished 1 and 2, by the time I finished both the two of it, the fishing line is starting to come outside. So I have to ask somebody to hold it for me. Then I start till I finish putting it in one after the other. So that's how you're going to do it. Can you see? So you start putting it inside the hole one after the other till you finish it. That's how I do it. To tell you the truth, that's how I do it. So as you are doing it, you'll be pulling the clothes. You'll be pulling the material. Yes, you pull it in so that it will be very easy for you to do. That's how I do it after doing it. So that's how you are going to do it too. Make I not lie to you. This is how you are going to do it, one after the other. You make sure that you arrange it and make sure that it's inside all of it. This one is not even full. We have some that it will be so full, like it will be super full. It's not that easy. Make I not lie to you. After putting it all inside. This is what I have here with me. Can you see? The structure is already coming out. The structure is already there. So this is what I have. You can decide to double it if you want it to be very full like that. You can decide to double it, like you just fold it just the way I fold it. Can you see the way I fold it? You can decide to do it like that, and you can decide to leave it single like that as well. So after doing it like this, the next thing you are going to do now is to fix it on your dress. I will advise you not to cut this yet. I will advise you not to cut the fishing line yet until you are about to fix it on the dress. Then you can cut it away. And here I just want to try it on one of my girls' body. This is it. I just asked her to help me and wear the fabric that we want to fix it on. So I'm just using pin. To like pin it down to do the structure one after the other. Can you see? So I'm going to pin it down on her body before I decide to now use needle and thread to tack it with the main fabric. So but before that, I first arrange it on one of my girls' body, just to see what I'm doing, so that by the time the clients come for fitting, so I just cut the fishing line right here. You can see after doing it, then I cut it. So this is what I pinned down. So the next thing I'm doing right now is to now tack it with the main body. You are going to be using your needle and thread to tack it down. You understand? You are going to take your time and make sure that you tack it neatly, so that your clients will not complain of maybe rough work and so on and so forth. So here, this is it after I'm done fixing it on the main fabric. This is what I have. Can you see how it looks like? It's very, very simple. And so don't forget to like this video so that YouTube will be able to push this tutorial to the right audience. People that need to watch this are outside there. When you like the video, YouTube will be able to push it out. Thanks so much for watching my channel. God bless you, and see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.